And 70% humidity is approximately when you can get like a drop of water out. So the drip system just sprayed it, so it's a little bit extra wet, and you can see that little water.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, a little bit less than that is perfect, but there's an earthworm, and there's millions and billions of microorganisms in here, and the fungi are the prominent ones. So, which is, the basis of the soil health is the basis of what's, the plant microbe symbiosis, and all of these plants have their symbiosis with microbes that help them live. And so as we can restore the soil, the plant life can do a lot better. And then there's a connection, to nutrient density, and how medicinal is our food, and inoculating our own gut microbiome, in our own ecosystem. So there's a deep connection to our human health as well. Yeah.
Great.
And so a couple pounds, you can coat seeds with it. There's a technique to just coat all your seeds and then even run it out through an agricultural seeder, or you can put it out as a spray through a backpack sprayer, or make a extract and put it through a watering can. So there's a lot of ways to put it out on the land. And then whatever microbes, will find, you put them on whatever plants, and the ones that have that connection will just go to the root and then start propagating and making their communities, and then some of them will go dormant if that's not their environment. But yeah, everything's dormant in the environment is what we're kind of seeing, whether it's that latent seed bank or like the microorganisms and the fungi, they're blowing on the winds globally, and it's all out here. So to make it, you just gather plant material, put it in here, and give it that environmental condition, and then on the dried plant material, all those bacteria and fungi are just on the surface waiting to spring to life. So
wow,
yeah, it's pretty simple. Mother Nature showing the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a little nursery and continue to propagate plants, and focusing on native and useful species. This is like all with cuttings, and how learning how to do softwood and hardwood cuttings. We do just seed saving and all that. And basically everything in there just those seeds were already
sprung up.
Yeah, we didn't plant that.
The plantain and that one?
Yeah. Other than the grasses, we put those grass bugs, but everything else, the plantain, the dock, the currant. They're just seeds in the environment.
Celery's super big. Some the other day.
And the next way we want, the next thing we'd love to measure is to try to look at the the nutrient density within these plants compared to growing them just in the environment, and does that microbiology really transfer into the plant to our gut microbiome? Because there's it's clear that we're all one ecosystem, but just trying to also have that with the science so we can tell that story both ways. It's like there's that inner knowing that we have that's true.
Next level, but old school level.
Yeah.
Original. Yeah.
Well, I actually ran into a really fascinating reference to a Haudenosaunee corn medicine, which I could send that to you. And this guy was referencing this Haudenosaunee corn medicine, and they looked at it. The process was to take all these grasses and these roots and make like a ferment, and then put it on the cornfields. When they were looking at it, this is a biostimulation product, which is basically similar to this compost. And so that was cool to just find a reference directly in this field of biostimulation, stimulation of life, that yeah, people in the Six Nations had been practicing that a long time ago, and they had a name for it called corn medicine. We make this corn medicine and put it on the fields, and it helps the garden thrive. And but there was no microscopes and knowing that it had all that microbiology and all that stuff going, but essentially we're creating a product, a medicine that is what we're creating, and we're able to see now through modern microscope technology and see how much is in there. Looking at the DNA through different like metagenomics and transgenomics, we're just starting to get to look at all that.
A lot of trial and error through the ages, and then I think a lot of the, like a lot of this knowledge will come from dreams. People having dreams about something and then applying it, and then
people ask me that sometimes. Like that question, well, how did people know how to do all this? And I was like, well, I'm not an official spokesperson for it, but I know that like what I hear is that you can think trial and error, but from all the stories of like just open communication, and that the plants can speak to you and just tell you.
That's it right there. Yep.
And then it was interesting. Like just a week ago, someone sent us a book called Subtle Agroecologies, and it's like a whole big thick science book of experiments that are looking at all the frequencies and what they're measuring now. There's one inside there talking about like how mycelium responds to drum beats and grows,
Most definitely.
It's like there's this the physics and there's just so much more to all this.
The original email and phone calls through the mycelium. Like to this day, if I want to send a message or say something to someone that's really far away from me, then I'll go sit and make offerings and talk to that mycelium through the mycelium and then sing through it with my dway gun. And yep.
So good that all